I'm going to show you how I do embroidered eyes for sleepy eyes and smiling eyes on my amigurumi. This is North the Narwhal. We're going to start with a 24-inch length of black worsted yarn. And since I've already done one eye, I'm going to count rows and stitches to figure out the exact placement of the other eye to make sure it matches. So for this one, I went two rows in front of the fin and two stitches above the fin for the inner edge of the eye, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I went over 4 stitches. So 2, 2, and then 4. So we'll count forward 1, 2, 1, 2. So this will be the back of the eye. We're going to take the yarn and guide the needle from the bottom of the head and exit out the back of the eye. And this is going to be the corner eyelid. So from here we went over 4 stitches, or 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will enter back through that stitch. And for a sleepy eye, I'm going to want to pull this downward. So I'm going to exit about 1 stitch below the eye, and this piece of string here is going to be the base for the eyelid. So for a sleepy eye, we're going to pull it downward. For a happy eye, we would push it upward. So for this one, I'm going to tack it down. So I'll go back through that stitch that I came at the bottom and just exit somewhere over here. So you can see it's pulling it down right here. Next, I'm going to tack it down in 2 more places. So once about halfway between these 2 places, and once about halfway between those 2 places. So about once every stitch, I'll tack it down for extra shape. And make sure you pull your yarn tight after each pass. This will be the 3rd and final part where I tack it down. And just make sure you're tacking it down back through the same stitch that you came out of. And then you can just exit somewhere away from this. So you can see the initial shape right here. And then since we're working with blanket yarn, we're gonna go back over this and wrap our yarn around that foundation string just to give it a little bit more definition, because right now our eye is kind of being hidden by all the blanket yarn. So we're gonna go out on one edge of the eye and just start wrapping our yarn around that foundation thread. And this is just going to give it a little extra definition so it doesn't get lost in the fuzzy yarn. You can do this as many times as you want. I usually do it once or twice per stitch, per the width of each stitch. So now you can see that it is a much more defined. Work our way back to that edge of the eye here. I'm going to make 2 lash lines. This you can skip if you are working on a more masculine or a gender neutral piece, but I'm just going to make 2 small eyelashes that come down. I like to direct my eyelashes in the same direction as the curvature of the eye. So I'm just going to do one right here, and I'll do 2 passes with it so that it matches what the rest of the eye is. So that'll be the first, and then this one I'm going to go angle it back a stitch and then wrap it around again. Then, going back through one of the stitches that I already worked, I will exit the same stitch that you entered in originally. We'll tie off cut our strings short, and then you can poke them right back into the body. But that is how you do the sleepy eye. And I will do a sped up version for the happy eye, and it's going to be the same exact thing. We're just directing that yarn upward instead of downward.